Good morning everyone. Welcome back to our own channel Investopia. Today we shall discuss one more interesting chart about one more good stock which is likely to give a momentum upside. So first we shall do a quick fundamental analysis about LAURUS Lab Limited. The stock which we are going to discuss today is LAURUS Labs Limited. So looking at the fundamentals, if you open the fundamentals about this stock, we are directly shifting to P&L account. The sales growth, if you see, it was nearly around 6041 CR in the last year ending, that was March 23, whereas by the current financial year ending, the sales have got declined by nearly 1000 CR. So there is a sales decline in the previous financial year, and accordingly if you see the profitability also, the profitability has also got declined. In the last financial year it was around 1109 CR, whereas by the end of 2024 March the profitability has got reduced to only 236 CR only. And the net profit, if you see, during Corona in March 2021 it has shown a highest profitability of 984 CR, and since then the net NP, that is net profitability, is also got decreasing year by year, and in the last financial year it was only around 162 CR. But keeping aside all these figures of profitability, sales and all, because I firmly believe that whatever these events have occurred, they have got factored into the current market price, because market knows everything. Only the retailer who get to know these all news at the end of the day. All the insiders, FIIs, DIIs, they know these events very well. And since if you see on the shareholding pattern, this particular shareholding pattern is quite favorite of mine, because if you see the FII is holding here, the second column I am referring to, even though sales are getting declined, even though profitability is lowering, the continuous increase in the shareholding by FIIs, if you see in the December 2022 quarter, FI holding was around 22%, then 22.50%, then 22.50 again, then they have increased to 24%, then 25%, and recently 26% of shareholding is being held by whom? FIIs. The same goes with DIIs also. DIIs were holding nearly 10.36%, they increased to 11%, they increased to 11.15%, and recently nearly 12% of shareholding is held by whom? DIIs. The exact opposite scenario is with the common retailers or the common public. Common public is continuously selling this stock. So it was around 40.64%, then the shareholding has got reduced to 39%, 37%, 36%, and in the last quarter the public is only holding 35% of the shares. So we may say that the common public or the common retailers are selling this stock, and on the opposite side FIIs and DIIs are continuously buying this particular stock. So that was a quick fundamental study about this stock. Now we are going to see what the chart is trying to tell us. So this is the LAURUS Lab chart, and if you look on the quarterly time frame, this was the zone from which the stock is trying to move up. This was the price origin, and in the same price origin the stock has given a entry, and since then the stock is trying to go upside now. So this is the consolidation zone actually. Since last 3-4 quarters, if you see, the stock has not at all given any kind of neither upside nor downward momentum also. Coming back to the monthly chart, if you see on the monthly chart, I have drawn some trend lines. This blue trend line which I have drawn, it is acting as a what else? Just a second. This particular blue trend line is acting as a resistance for this stock. It acted as a resistance, and recently the price has pierced this particular trend line and it has tried to come out of this particular trend line breakout kind of structure, because the reason is the stock is moving from its quarterly buying zone. But the real cause of concern for me is this particular red horizontal line. So the zone which I have drawn, nearly 464, or you can say 460 to 470 rupees, this particular price range is a seller's zone. Actually, the sellers are continuously trying to stop the buyers from going up this stock. So if you see the traditional analyst, they could have easily drawn this kind of pattern, like inverted head and shoulders pattern. So after giving a breakdown, the stock fell like this. So that was a kind of inverted head on shoulder pattern which traditional technical analysis refer to. And the same base or the same support which was acting earlier has now become a resistance in this stock. So as a buyer or as an investor, there are two types of investors, I think. In my opinion, one investor is that category, or the person who is trying to invest in a particular stock for a short term, and he is nowhere bothered about the trend and other things. What is the profitability, sales growth, what is the trend and everything. So those who belong to the first category, they can invest in this particular stock at current market price also. Or on the other hand, we are having the secondary category of investors. They are known as the investors who consider the price or the intrinsic valuation as well as the trend of that particular stock. So when the trend of this particular stock will be in our favor, so if you draw a candle like this, so only above 464 if the price gets closed, that too on weekly chart basis. So in the week in which the stock will give a decent closing about 465 level, that will be a trend changer for this stock, and ultimately this stock will definitely, once it gets closed about 465, this stock will try to move up and up and up till the target of new all-time high. So once this stock gets closed about 465 level, then I think there are no hurdles, because this hurdle has no strength at all. This hurdle has already got tested. This hurdle has already got tested here. So the ultimate target is at the top here, that is around 700 rupees. But the only condition is the stock must give a closing above 465 level, that too on weekly chart basis. And one more observation I have done in this stock is, the stock is continuously respecting this black trend line, this bottom trend line. The stock is continuously respecting the price. So once it came, it respected again it went, again it respected here. Likewise, in this zigzag manner, the price is trying to go up, right? So what we can plan an entry on, see, there is on a weekly chart this particular zone here. This particular zone has not got tested yet. That means the price has not fallen in this particular weekly buying zone. So those who want to buy this particular stock, they can plan an entry when the price will come in this weekly buying zone. So nearly around 410 rupees you can place your buy orders. One may add at current market price also, but to be precise, if anybody wants to add, they can wait the price to come near 410 rupees. That will be our entry line. And at the bottom, our stop loss will be this particular swing low. The swing low of this particular weekly buying range is around 370 rupees. So looking at the chart, you can buy the stock at 410 by keeping a sell of 370. But all the magic or all the sudden upside momentums in this particular stock will only be seen when this particular stock will close above 470 level. But I am planning to buy 50% quantity if this particular stock comes at near 410 rupees by keeping a SL of swing low, that is 370 rupees, and I will hold this stock for a target of 700 rupees plus. So that was